All right, everybody says they can see the screen, so let us proceed. So basically, we're on day 3. All right, this is day 3. We're going to of the crypto and blockchain basics. So we're going to talk about sports trading, P2P, features, and some form of practical session. All right. Yesterday, I asked a number of you to actually sign up, deposit, and practice. Just sign up and deposit on Bybit. If you've not created a Bybit account, which is the exchange we're using for this class, click on the description of this video. You're going to see the links, necessary links to sign up. Click that link, sign up on Bybit, and you get a $30 bonus. Actually, now let's talk about sports trading. What is sports trading? Sports trading, as the name implies, is what you do at a sport. At a sport basically means you are trading at that moment. Your order gets, executed at that moment. That is the meaning of sports trading. You are not looking into the future. The trade called futures trading is something that you are looking into the future. That is futures trading. Now, let me be more specific. In sports trading, you get to use trading styles that aid you to execute your transactions at the exact moment which you place them. You can use the market trade, and I told you what is the market order yesterday. The market order is the one at which you buy and sell at the specific price you are seeing in the market. Then we've got the limit price. The limit price is the price at which you can set to sell higher than the current market price, or you can, buy, lower than the current market price. So the limit order doesn't get executed immediately, but whenever the market gets to that place, it gets executed. And if the market never gets there, it is actually never executed. Then we've got the OCO, which combines the limit and the stop limit order, the stop price. And I told you the stop, we have two types of stop orders. We've got the stop limit and then the stop market order. With the stop limit order, you actually have a trigger price, which is your stop price, and then you now execute at a different price. While with the stop market order, you have a trigger price such that when it is reached, it executes at the current market price. Now, when we talk about futures, in futures trading, the difference between futures and spot is, in spot trading, you are using just that amount. You are limited to just that amount that you have to trade. If, for instance, you have $100 to trade, you've got $100 to make a trade. Immediately you enter that trade with that $100. You are buying with that $100, and that is it. You can't go above that, but you can go lesser than that anyways. As I told you, you have the sliders. Let me go back to this slide. As I told you yesterday, on an order book, you have the option to choose 25, 50, 75, or 100%. 100% means you are using the entire balance to buy. This says buy. So if you click 100%, you're obviously using everything to buy. If you click 50%, like the example I gave you yesterday, you're using 50% to buy. 25 means you're using 25% of your balance to buy. And like I said, how to interpret when you want to buy in spot market is this: where you see price represents what is the current price of one of those assets. Where you see amount means how many of it do you want to buy. And this is the Ethereum slash BTC market. Remember, I mentioned to you yesterday that in a crypto exchange, we have what is called markets. Then in those markets, we have the pairs. And just like the instance I gave you yesterday, we have the general, bringing it down to real life use case. We have a normal market, which you buy and sell your goods and commodities. Now, that place is the crypto exchange. Inside that crypto exchange, that is inside that general market, which you are very, very familiar with, we now have subsections inside that market which contain different wares, where they sell different type of wares. You have a section of the market where they sell and buy phones. You have a section of the market where they sell and buy oranges. You have a section of the market where they sell and buy clothes. Inside the crypto exchange, now those sections of the market is what we now call the actual market. Do you understand? So we have the BTC markets, we have the BNB markets, you have the USDT market, And then you now have the stable coin market. You have the Ethereum market. This is an example of what I mean. We have, this is what we refer to as markets. So this is the BTC market. As I mentioned yesterday, everything in the BTC market is paired with BTC. You've got Ethereum slash BTC, ICX slash BTC, NEO slash BTC, ELF slash BTC. Everything here is paired with BTC. If you click on the Ethereum market, you're going to see that everything is paired with Ethereum. If you click on BNB market, you see that everything is paired with BNB. If you click on the stablecoin market, which is USDT, you see that everything there is paired with USDT. Do you understand? So the very first thing you have to do when you visit any crypto exchange, when you want to trade, actually, you have to visit the market section. That is the general market. The general market, just like in your physical world, the general market where you can buy any commodity. When you now visit there, you now when you now visit the general market, you now have the option to now visit the specific market which you are looking at. So you now visit, if you are looking at, if I tell you that this token is paired with USDT, you are going to the USDT market to find it. When you visit the USDT market, you now see that pair. This NEO slash BTC that is highlighted is what is called a market pair. Do you understand? Well, you get more of it when we go into the practical. So in buying of any token, all you basically have to be mindful of is, first of all, the price as which you are buying that thing, the quantity at which you are interested in buying. Just like you visit a general market, you want to buy oranges, and they tell you that a bucket of orange is 1,000. That is a price. This place is a road price. That is the price of one bucket of orange, 1,000. Now, how many buckets of orange do you want to buy? You want to buy just one bucket of orange, but in your pocket you have what, 2,000 naira, where one bucket of orange is 1,000, but you've got 2,000. How much are you going to use to buy it? That is just half of the money you've got. That is where these customized slides actually come into play. The exchanges are quite wise because they want to help you conserve your spending on money, to not have to spend much time trying to calculate and press calculator to know how much you are spending. So if you say you're just this one, the price of one bucket of orange is 1,000, and you're buying just one, and you've got a balance of 2,000 naira, all you basically have to do is click 50%. If you want to buy with two buckets of orange, you click 100%. Then it now uses the 2,000 to buy two buckets for you. If you want to buy just half bucket, not one full bucket, that's 500. That's 25%. That's where this slides come into play. And alternatively, instead of using these things, you can also type it in yourself. It will now show you the total amount that is going to cost you. Simply click on buy. The same applies to sell. When we go into the practical, you are going to get it clearly. So basically, that is what spot trading entails. And I think we will do a practical on spot trading first, before we get to P2P. Now, what is the very first thing you do when you visit an exchange? When you visit an exchange, the very first thing you do is you try to deposit. You try to what? Deposit. I believe you all have signed up on Bybit, and you've logged in. You have the app on your phone. So when you visit an exchange, where your mind is always going to go to first is where you have the wallet section. They always call it wallet, fund, or whichever. It's everything. The language always relates to funding. So when you visit the wallet section, you now click on deposit. You choose the token you want to deposit in. Remember, in crypto, you cannot deposit Naira directly. You cannot deposit Naira directly as at this time, because the CBN actually limited purchase of crypto with Naira, Nigerian Naira directly. Now, what is the way around this? That is where P2P comes in. P2P means peer to peer. And like I told you in the first day of this session, that was the original purpose. That was the original purpose of crypto being created. Satoshi created Bitcoin and made it peer-to-peer, and it was one of the features of blockchain and Bitcoin, which I mentioned to you, that things are done peer-to-peer, removing the middleman. Do you understand? So peer-to-peer means you are trading with people normally. Let me break it down in simple English. It's just like you having commodities to sell in the market. A customer comes to you, the customer now, you now give the customer the commodity you have to sell, and then the customer pays you. That is it. The customer now transfers to your account without having any middleman, trying to look into your transaction. The business you've done is a done deal, just you and that person. That is the meaning of P2P. And that was actually how I started crypto. When I got into crypto, as at late 2017, early 2018. P2P was what I was using because there was no option for you to actually deposit Nigerian naira. It was towards the end of last year, towards last year, that it was actually introduced, before CBN now had some issues and they restricted it this year. Towards the, if you entered crypto last year, as at last year when I held this class, you could actually deposit Nigerian naira directly into your exchanges to trade, but that's no longer available. But yet we've got P2P, which is the traditional way of doing things. Now what P2P entails is that you've got a platform that acts as an escrow. The platform acts as an escrow for you. So all you basically have to do is that it connects buyers and sellers together. So in the case of a decentralized market where everybody has the leverage, which is P2P, if you visit the market, if you visit a traditional market, you want to buy something, everybody has the right to choose the price they want to sell out, isn't it? They've got the right to choose the price they want to sell at. So if you see a trader that is selling his bucket of oranges for 1,000, another person could sell at 1,500, another person could sell at 2,000. That is how it is in the P2P market. So everybody has the right to choose the price at which they wish to sell at. It's not fully regulated. Now, what happens in this case is this: as you visit that P2P platform, you are going to see a list of people that are willing to sell to you and a list of people that are willing to buy from you. So you have the option to also sell and buy from the P2P market. You see the rates at which those people are willing to sell and buy at as well. What are the ways and things that you need to be take precautionary measures of, so you can actually have success in P2P? Actually, in P2P, you can still get scammed. You can actually get scammed. And that was one of my first experiences. One of my experiences, that was on a Telegram group. You can actually get scammed. Do not do P2P on escrow groups you do not know. Listen to these rules. Make sure you are writing it down. These are the golden rules of P2P that I'm giving you now. Make sure you are putting it down in your notepad. The first golden rule is, do not deal with a P2P group or P2P platform you do not know, because the P2P platform could actually be run by the same person you think you are buying from, and the same person is the admin, and you get to lose your funds. They deal with you and boot you out of the platform. So you'd rather deal with reputable platforms, as Binance has P2P right now. The P2P platform I used back in the day was Paxful. Paxful is still there till today. There is Remitano. There is OKX has P2P, OKX Exchange. Huobi platform has P2P as well. There are various options for you to use. I prefer using exchanges, and I will tell you why very soon. I prefer using exchanges than WhatsApp groups, because actually on exchanges you always have buyers and sellers standby. That is one feature I told you about exchanges that makes them stand out. Buyers and sellers are always there standby to buy and sell from you. Now, in the case of all these WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups, which some of you deal your P2P deals in, you can't find people that trade high volume there. But in the case of exchanges, you always find them there. So actually, buying from an exchange doesn't mean you must trade on that exchange. That is, you must sell those tokens or use it to trade on that exchange. You could actually buy you just visit Binance to buy tokens. These are different products and services which they offer. So if I tell you to visit Binance to go and buy a token, it doesn't mean I'm sending you to Binance to trade there. I buy from Binance, I buy from Huobi P2P, I buy from OKX and the rest of that. If you visit my channel, this channel, after this call, visit it, you are going to find one video where I made on how to trade on P2P. There is a tutorial video in this channel on how to use P2P to trade. P2P means peer to peer. I'm seeing some persons asking the question. P2P means peer to peer. That is a trade just between you and the seller. And how it goes is this: you go to the P2P platform, for instance, to buy. What happens is this: when you visit the P2P platform to buy, you're going to see the rates of the sellers. You're going to see the rates of the sellers. It's not peer to peer, it's peer to peer. 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 That's peer to peer. P2P means peer to peer. Is it clear? All right, I've seen the responses. Okay, so when you visit a P2P platform, how it goes is this. How it goes is this: when you visit a P2P platform, you are going to be shown the rates of various people, the rate at which they are willing to sell at. So you then choose the person whose rates go in accordance with you. When you now choose the person, the platform actually holds the coins of that person, the tokens which that person is selling. Say for instance is USDT, which is what I usually go to P2P to buy most times. I don't buy Bitcoin and the rest from P2P. I usually just buy USDT, then use the USDT to buy whichever token I actually intended getting in the first place. So when you go to P2P to buy and see the rates of people willing to sell, what you basically need to do is make payment into the account details that the person provides and wait. The person is going to fund you. If the person doesn't fund you, there is always a timer. Do not go offline. There is always a timer. Once the timer is about to end, click on appeal. Once you click on appeal, the platform is going to lock up the person's coins. If the person has received your money that you've sent and you click on appeal, they are going to lock up that person's funds and they will not release that coin to the person. So if in the next 24 hours the person doesn't reach out to them, they're going to send it to you. So you see, it removes the risk of somebody, you sent money to somebody and the person now block you. There is no way that anybody can actually trace that. Nobody can help you. But in the case of P2P, they actually the platform acts as the escrow. All you have to do is play smart. Do not go against their rules. In the case of selling, the same thing applies. Don't send coins first to the person. You are going to see ads which people have the various rates which they want to sell at, which they are willing to buy at. Obviously, you are the seller. You now click on sell. You are willing to sell to these persons. You are now going to provide your own account details for these persons to pay into. So most of the people on P2P that are not legitimate, what they do is they ask you to send coins first. You don't do that. They have to pay you first, and once the payment is made and acknowledged, you then click on you have received the payment. Then the platform automatically makes the payments to the person. The platform automatically makes the payment to the person from your coins. And if the person appeals, just like in the case of buying, if the person appeals, they lock up your fund and you guys sort it out. So the P2P platform actually acts as a escrow and does things better. So I think we'll go straight into the practical. So everything I've been saying will make more sense, especially the spot trading part. You're going to get this better if you get the practical session. All right, so I'll be sharing my screen in a bit. Uh, Let me join this Zoom call with my phone so I can share my screen. Just a minute. All right, can you all see my screen? Can you see this Zoom link? Zoom, if you can see my screen, please indicate in the chat box. Let me know you can see this Zoom. Can you all see my screen? If you can see my screen, please indicate in the chat box ASAP. Can you all see my screen, the Zoom screen? If you can see my screen, indicate in the chat box ASAP. Can you all see my screen? If you can see my screen, indicate in the chat box that you can see my screen. Great, great, great. I'm seeing your responses. All right, so I'll be presenting from my phone now, so you can access my phone. I would have preferred using the PC, but I understand that most of you actually use your phones better to trade or use it to access crypto platforms. So I'll be presenting on my phone and we'll use Bybit. Ensure you've signed up on Bybit using the link. I'm very, very specific on it. Just a minute. All right. Can you all see my screen? The screen of my mobile phone. Can you see the screen of my mobile phone? Can you all see my screen? All right, cool. Uh just a minute. When you visit any crypto exchange, the first thing that you are to visit is the asset section or the wallet section. So what you're basically to do in the wallet section, okay, I notice some persons are saying the screen is blurry. This is what you have to do. Click on the three dots at the top left of your YouTube. You now click on the settings icon there. When you click that top left, it brings up a menu. Click the settings icon that looks like a wheel. That is the settings for the quality of your screen of the YouTube. Change it to 720. Change it to 720. If your screen is blurry and you can't see things clearly, click on the three dots at the top left of your YouTube screen. Then it brings up a menu. Click on where you see 240. You're going to see 240. If your screen is not clear, it's around 240. Change it to 720. Do you understand? All right, so back to what I was saying. So when you click on assets, when you click on assets, you click on deposit. What you're trying to do is what? You're trying to deposit. You're going to see a list of assets which you can choose from: Bitcoin, Ethereum. Most of the time, I used USDT or Ripple or XLM. I use Ripple most of the time to deposit because the fees are cheaper. So, but USDT is the best way to go. So you click on USD Theta. They have three chains. I wish there's a way I can. Uh, so you see where this place they wrote Omni. That's one of the blockchains. You see where they wrote ERC20. That is one of the blockchains. You see where they wrote TRC20. That is one of the blockchains. So what we are interested in is TRC20. This is your wallet address. You copy it. This place they wrote copy. You copy your wallet address, and then you now proceed to where you have your funds to now deposit. In the same vein, you can actually do for Ripple. Click on deposit, click on Ripple. Most of these other tokens, like Ripple, they have an additional thing connected to the wallet address called tag. They have an additional thing called tag. So ensure you always copy your tag. If there is any of the addresses you're trying to deposit to that requires tag, you first copy the wallet address, then secondly, you copy the tag. If you don't attach the tag, you're going to lose your fund. So ensure you always copy the tag. This is something you should take precautionary measures of. Write this down. Take note of this. Ensure you always copy your tag so you never lose your fund. So you copy your wallet address and the tag. You now visit where you have fund and send it. Now, if it happens you don't have fund in any other exchange, what you basically have to do is visit the P2P platform which you intend using. Obviously, the one I use the most is Binance. You now open up your Binance. You can see the P2P interface right there. Click on P2P trading. There you can see, just like I mentioned, you can buy and you can sell. Where you can see buy at the top, you can also why you guys teaching this thing? Am I a newbie? So you have where you can buy and where you can sell. You can see if I this guy is teaching me stuff. So you can see where they wrote buy, and then you can see where they wrote what the hell? You can see where they wrote sell. Sorry for that stuff. I don't know why they are teaching me stuff. So you can see buy and sell. It's good anyways for you guys that are new, so you can understand the platform. So you see where they wrote buy and you see where they wrote sell. Like I said, there is a detailed video. There's a detailed video on how to use Binance P2P on this channel. So make sure you go through the channel. You are going to find that video on how to use P2P in Nigeria. You're going to find the video on how to use it on Binance. So basically, you are just buying USDT. You go through the rates. You can see this guy is selling at 570, the next person 572. And what you are going to be mindful of here is the limits. You are mindful of the limit at which these people are ready to sell to. This guy that is selling at 570.68, you can see his limit is 5,000 naira to 61,000. So that means if you are trying to buy anything lower than 5,000, you can't buy from him. And if you're buying anything above 61,000, you can't also buy from him. So the first thing you have to be mindful of is the price, then the limits. Do you understand? You are first to be mindful of the price and then the limits. The next person you are seeing here selling at 572.95. That is his price. Then the next thing is the limit from 2,000 naira to 21,000. These guys are selling really low. The next person is selling from limit is 40,000 to 148,000. So we are looking for, you can just choose any of these persons to buy from. Okay, so obviously $10, which I asked you people to deposit at least. $10 is what's the calculator? A lot of you have been asking me how much is $10. So let me explain in details. So $10, $1 is around what's the USDT? 570. So let's say $1 is 575, for instance. 575 times $10, that's 5,750. If you are depositing $100, this is 575 times 100, 57,000, very cheap. Then if you are depositing higher, you can deposit any amount anyways. Like I said, the minimum should be $10. So you deposit this. So let's say we are going with $10. You now click on this guy. His limit is from 5,000 naira to 7,005. So obviously you can buy from this person. And you can see the crypto watch is $13. You now click on buy. You can buy by fiat if you have fiat. You can buy by crypto. It doesn't make sense. You might not type how much you want to buy. This by fiat means type it in naira. By crypto means type it in USDT. Do you understand? By fiat means you type the amount. His limit is from 5,000 naira to 7,797. So you can type in, say for instance, 6,000. And as you can see, there's always a prompt that minimum is 5,000. So you can obviously can't buy. Let me see if there's a way I can zoom this. Just a minute. Let me see if I can zoom this screen. Okay. How is the screen now? I noticed some of you are saying, can you see the screen better now? Indicate in the chat box ASAP. Is the screen better now? Is the screen zoomed better now? Can you see the screen clearly now? Good, good, good. Everybody's saying they can. All right. So the limit of this guy is from 5,000 to 775. And understand that these limits actually increase with time. So you have to be fast. So his limit is 6,000, 5,000. So we now type in 6,000. The quantity is $10.51. Very, very low. So this is approximately $10. And in Naira is 6,000. If you are typing in crypto, the same thing. You can type in that you just need $10. $10 is now 5,700, and this, but I prefer using fiat. You now click on this. So you say 6,000 for instance. This is a practical test. I'm not buying. I'm just showing you how to do it. You now click on buy. Wow, the price has updated. You can see what I told you. The price is fast. The 570 you were seeing there is gone. And this person's limit now is from 57,000 to, this makes no sense to me. Okay, this guy is selling from 1,000 naira to 110. So let's do this. P2P is not, you can never get scammed on P2P, like I said. Never, you can never get scammed on P2P platform. You only get scammed when you are foolish. Do you understand? And how you get foolish is when they ask you to send funds first. The P2P platform is created there and it is secured. The P2P platform acts as the escrow. I have lots of deals, you know, but I never get scammed. There's no way you can get scammed once you follow the right process. So the P2P platform is always protected. Follow the right process. If they ask you to do this, you do it. Don't go anything. Don't go outside what they've asked you to do. So this guy is selling from 1,000 naira to 110. So we are buying 6,000 naira, or just say we are buying $100. Let's type in dollars. $100. That's 52,000 naira. You now click on buy. Oh, that's true. I don't have any balance in this account. So you must obviously have a balance. If you're buying $100, that means you have $100 to buy. So that's how you do it. The same way if you want to sell any coin, what I basically dealing is in USDT, obviously. So this person, his limit is from 4 million to, those that have the lower prices, usually their limits are higher in selling. I've noticed this from experience. So if you're trying to sell, obviously you have to scroll all the way down. This person is selling from 3.5 million to 26 million. You keep scrolling down and the rate will keep increasing as you are scrolling down. So you keep scrolling till you find those that the limit applies. This person is selling from 200,000 to 2 million. This is quite low, but we are looking for something lower. This limit is high from 150,000. Okay, the limit is going down. 200,000, 30,000. Okay, this person is good, but you can see his price is 571. So let's this is how you sell as well. If you have crypto to sell, okay, prices have increased again. So let's go up and refresh the page. This is one thing. The seller mustn't be online before you send the fund. Do you understand? And when you are trying to sell, you have a portal where you can actually call the seller if it's offline. They will provide their phone number. If they're offline, you call. You understand? And if it happens that the seller doesn't actually come online while the order is there, the thing just counts, and at the end of it all, you can then forfeit it. So let's look for a low limit. This is from 50,000. Okay, 50,000 to 507,000. So how much you want to sell? Our balance is 0.00, as you are seeing there, 0.00 USDT. So this will not even go through. But let's assume you have $100 to sell. It will tell you how much you're going to get. The amount is 57,033 naira. That's how much you're going to get. And then the quantity is $100. You now click on sell with zero fee. But I have insufficient balance. You can see the error there. Please deposit more funds. I have insufficient funds in USDT. Okay, this is how to do P2P. Very simple. Let's look at Huobi, how to use the P2P. If you don't have any crypto in any wallet, I'm asking you to deposit. So make sure you use P2P. After this class, ensure you deposit at least $10 to the Bybit account you've created. You're going to use it to make a trade. I will give you a token to buy. Ensure you buy the token. So if you don't have any crypto in any other exchange, ensure you use P2P. So the same way you use P2P, you can see all the sellers. They're obviously selling. So you are the one buying. Where you see people where do you see written buy is actually sellers, because you are the one buying from them. They are selling to you. So you now let's update the prices because this thing changes fast. So this guy's limits, the first person is selling at the rate of 576.90, and his limit is from 6,000 naira to 39,000. So let's assume and make sure one thing you have to also note when buying from people on P2P is look at the number of trades they've done. I forgot to mention that. Don't deal with somebody that his trade is very, very low. Like he has just one trade or two or three. Most of them are scammers. But it doesn't stop you because there are people that can actually just start up P2P newly. But what I mean is most of them are actually not legitimate. So before I deal with anybody on P2P, I actually look at the amount of trades that that person has done. The amount of trades that the person has done. The first thing is buying the coin. How to deposit is not an issue. I can see somebody asking, how can you deposit? Let's finish with P2P and then we can go back to people that have coins in Trust Wallet and other exchanges as well. So make sure you look at the trades. Let's look at this guy. This guy has 553 trades and he's marked 98%. That means he's trustworthy. His minimum is 5,009 to his max is 28,000. So let's buy it. I forgot to log in. I have so much security. Oh boy. I hope this network thing has not come again. All right, I'm logged in. So you can see that. Let's look for the person that has high trades. Anything above 10 is good for me. Anything above 10 is good for me. But I usually look for higher trade limits. So this guy has 209 trades. The last person here from 6,000 to 99k. So let's buy from this one. Now, this is how it works. The account number is provided for you. This is the first thing you can see on the screen. Account name, account number, bank. I'm always online. You can reach me on this. So this is, even if you are buying from this person, immediately you make the payment. Instead of waiting for the 15 or 20 or 30 minutes that the time I will be counting for, you can just call the person to come online so you guys can complete the transaction. So how much are we buying? This is in Nigerian Naira. Amount you can is in USDT, just like on Binance. You can do by Nigerian Naira or USDT. His limit is what's his limit again? His limit, what's the guy's limit? Banky Prince. His limit is on 6,000 to 99. So let's assume we are buying with 70,000. So we type in 70. And as you're typing, you can see it's showing under payment total. So that's 7,000. Then you now increase it to 70,000. And the amount in dollars is 121. You now click on order. When you click on order, it's going to show you a confirmation page where you have the total, how much you're expected to pay, the price at which you are buying, the amount of dollars, which is 121, order number, that's in case you have any dispute. If you have any appeal, you have to provide that order number so they can actually solve it for you. And then the seller's name and details. His name is Banky Prince. Bank transfer, that's the payment method. You click on it. You can choose between, they can provide multiple account number for you to choose. As you mentioned, this is CUDA. You can also choose this one, the second one. Let's go with the first. And then you now click on pay. When you click on pay, it will now show you his account details where you see Wema Bank. I don't want this one. So let's see if he has another account. Confirm to leave. If you want to leave, you confirm you have not paid the payer, the guy. So you can choose another account. Let's see which bank this is. I'm just showing you all of this so you can actually just have an insight on what to do when you visit here. So you don't get confused. This is Kuda Bank. I prefer Kuda. You simply copy your account number. This is P2P and how you can actually get into crypto. CBN has no hand in this. So even if the CBN has banned crypto, the main thing is don't put crypto in your transaction description. Don't put anything Bitcoin. As you're buying USDT, don't go to your the transaction description and say USDT. Huh? You don't put USDT or crypto in your transaction description, else you are inviting CBN. So you copy the account, bank account number, go to your bank app, make the transfer just like any business. This is why it is called peer to peer, just you and the person with no middleman involved. Do you understand? So this is exactly how to make a trade. And you can see you have it. Let's see. There's okay. The one thing you have to take note of now, you have time. You have a timer there, like I said. They said time left to pay is 13 minutes. So you have this timer. Once you've made a payment, you click on paid. If you've not made a payment, once it's 13 minutes, the whole thing will get cancelled. The same thing applies to selling. I confirm I've not paid this guy. Time left to pay is 12 minutes. Cancel, and they will give a warning that if you should do 4 cancel transactions in a day, they will restrict your account. So make sure you don't go and be opening different orders. Don't be opening various orders. Just open the one you want to buy with and go ahead with it. Else, when you do this multiple times, they're going to suspend your account, which I don't want that to happen to my account. So I've just canceled this order, and I believe you all get the process now of how to buy from P2P. Do you understand? This is exactly how to use P2P and buy crypto. That is how you get into crypto. Avoid WhatsApp groups, avoid Telegram groups, except you have trust and know these persons that you are dealing with. The best way to use P2P is the actual, you know, uh, exchanges that have P2P involved in them. Binance has it, OKX has it, what else? Huobi has it. There are various ones. Paxful is there. So ensure you use the best one that you prefer. What I basically do is I'm a trader, so I have accounts in you know almost every exchange. So I just compare the rates across everywhere and pick the one that is best. Do you understand? If you've been following up to this time and you now understood everything I've said about P2P, indicate in the chat box with right on. If you've been following up to this time and have now understood the process of P2P, indicate in the chat box with right on. Indicate in the chat box with right on. If you've been following up to this up to this time and you understood it clearly, indicate in the chat box with right on. If you've been following up to this time and you understand the process very clear on how to use P2P, indicate in the chat box with right on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I've seen over 60 responses already. All right, let's proceed. So that's how to use P2P. So when you buy this coin from assuming say Binance, let's talk about how you can let's try to do a withdrawal so you get this. Say I want to let's say USDT. Okay, let's open our Bybit account. You want to deposit. Somebody was asking, how can you deposit? You want to deposit to Bybit now to start trading. Click on assets, like I said, anything related to finance, fund, asset, that's the name. Obviously, you want to deposit, you just simply click on deposit. What you want to deposit now is USDT. And remember, like I said, you have various blockchains. You can see Omni, you can see ARC20, you can see TRC20, you can see it moving. Omni, you can see Omni, you can see ERC20, you can see TRC20. I prefer using TRC20 for anything USDT. So you copy your TRC20 address, copy TRC20 address. You now open the exchange, assuming you have an exchange where you have crypto normally. If you don't have P2P, if you bought crypto before or you have a crypto in any other exchange, make sure you're using the USDT to deposit most times. So let's say I want to withdraw from say Huobi. Oh no, this thing keeps. Why are these guys messing up? What the hell? Why are you asking me to log in? Let's see if I can have some fun in Binance. So assume I have What are the funds here in this account? Okay. Okay. Say Solana. I want to withdraw Solana. So let's see if this exchange has Solana. It's just when you want to search for any token, you can just click on the search icon at the top. Sol. Okay, Solana is here. That means you can withdraw it. So you click on assets. You are trying to deposit to this exchange, and what we are looking for is Solana. So you have your wallet address. You copy it. Go to the exchange where you have your other tokens. So you click on withdraw. Instead of doing this manually, simply click on withdraw at the top here. Crypto is what you want to withdraw, isn't it? If you can also withdraw fiat, that's cash. Nigerian naira, I have 2 naira. So you click on crypto and then search for the token you have. So you have Solana. So here you paste your wallet address. It chooses the network for you automatically. It shows you the fee, how much they are going to charge you. The fee they are charging for this Solana withdrawal is 0.01 Solana. Make sure you look at the fee very well, because at times you are trying to withdraw. When you are not careful about the fees, the fee actually then eats up the amount you are trying to withdraw. So especially when you're withdrawing ERC20 tokens, I don't do ERC20 most of the time. I use various other networks. So how much do you want to withdraw? That amount, you can see my available balance is 1.997 or so. You click on max if you want to withdraw everything. Else you can type the amount in. Let's say I want to withdraw just 0.5 Solana. You can see my withdrawal limits is 100 over 100 Bitcoin. I can withdraw 100 Bitcoin in a day because I've done my KYC. So make sure you do your KYC. So you now click on withdraw. When you click on withdraw, you are going to be shown a confirmation page. You're going to be shown a confirmation page, and then you now confirm your withdrawal and follow through the process. That's exactly how to withdraw. There's no two ways about it. Do you understand? Depositing and withdrawal is the process whereby you are trying to send money to this exchange called Bybit. So what you are trying to do here is deposit. Then you are now withdrawing from the other exchange. So say you have fund in Trust Wallet, you click on deposits, copy the whatever thing. Let me see if I have some funds in this Trust Wallet. Some of you use Trust Wallet, so Ethereum, for instance, the main Ethereum. So let's say we want to deposit main Ethereum. What you basically do, let me do the process slowly again so you can actually follow up. Say you open your Bybit account now. Open your Bybit account. You click on assets. You now click on deposit. Choose the token you want to deposit. Ethereum. You have your wallet address, and then the chain of Ethereum. The only chain of Ethereum they have is ERC20. Make sure you watch the chain. Watch the chain. This Ethereum you are seeing on Trust Wallet is ERC20 Ethereum. So go back to this, copy the wallet address. ERC20 tokens have the wallet address OX. The wallet address usually start from OX. Do you understand? So you now go back here, click on withdraw. Withdraw means send. You're sending to another exchange. You now paste the wallet address and then type in the amount. I want to withdraw max. Let's see how much gas fee Ethereum will give me. It's taking so much time to load. But I believe you get the process now. Let's see. Okay, I think that's just the process. That's just the process on how to deposit. So make sure you deposit. All I'm basically saying is deposit. So if you don't have fund before, buy from P2P, get it sent to Bybit. And then if you already have fund here, if you already have fund in any other exchange, you should obviously know the process of deposit and withdrawal, because it's quite easy as I've explained. So now assume you have your fund. Obviously, you send it to your spot wallet. Spot means you are trading on spot. Derivative is futures. So we are looking at spot. where I have a balance of $99. This is approximately 99.6 is approximately $100, and it's in USDT. I deposited USDT to this exchange. So when you click here, you're going to see your wallet balance and everything. So $99 is here. Now, I mentioned something earlier in the call. We have the markets. When you visit this exchange, this is just like a market that you normally use when you want to go and buy commodities. So when you visit the exchange, you have to visit the actual market section. And in that market section, they have sub sections. Do you understand? They must have sub sections like the BTC market, the Ethereum market, and things like that. Some exchanges don't specify the subsections, they just merge everything together, but they always have the market section. You can see on Bybit, these icons at the very bottom. You can see home, you can see markets, derivatives, sports, then assets. This is exactly how it looks on every exchange. Let's open Binance so you can see. You can see it's home, markets, trades, futures or derivative as some call it, then wallets. This is just the interface on every exchange. Hobby, the same thing applies. You're going to see the same interface. That's why I say what knowledge I give you here can be applied to any exchange. You can see home, you can see markets, you can see trade, that's for sports. You can see derivatives, some call it futures, then you can see wallets. These guys want me to log in. So this is just the process. So we are visiting the markets, okay? And as you can see, this is all that contains all the markets. Now we have the USDT market, like I told you. Let's choose the USDT market. You see that everything is paired with USDT, BTC/USDT, Ethereum/USDT, Bit/USDT, Mana/USDT, Sand/USDT, and the likes. Then this is the Bitcoin market, BTC market. You have the Ethereum/BTC, Ripple, Spot, Bit. That's their own native token. Then you have the USDC market. The most popular market is the stablecoin market called USDT. That's the market you find on most exchanges. It has lots of tokens because many tokens are pairing themselves with USDT that is stable. Do you understand? That's why you find a list of many tokens on the USDT market. So what's the first thing you do when you want to trade? You are looking for a specific pair. So how do you find it? You can come to the homepage of the exchange and search for it. Say we are looking for Mana. Okay, we are looking for Mana. You just type it, Mana. You are going to see the pairs. So you have Mana/USDT. This for perpetual. Then Mana/USDT spot. We are looking at spot. That's the second one underneath. So you now choose it. In the same way, you are going to see the chart. I told you what this chart represents is price history. So you can be scrolling. You can scroll back and see how much this token has done. This is the let's use a higher time frame, daily time frame. You can see how much this token has done. At the back, let me take the slide. You can see that this token previously was around 0.6, as you can see at the bottom there. Let me see if I can highlight it bigger. Aha, it's bolder now. You can see it was $0.7. It has been rising. It rose up to $4. If you tap anyone you tap, it will show you the price. This is just price history. That's what chart is, but you use it in technical analysis, which is not something we'll cover in this class. It rose to even a high of $5 from 0.7. You can imagine how much these guys are already in now. It has dipped. It's actually dipping, and this is the best time to buy. As it's on support level, so you are buying. This is how you trade, as simple as ABC. So the process, like I said again, when you visit the homepage, you search what you are looking for. Or another way you can do it is visit the market. When you are sure that thing is there, you now visit the market. You are looking at the USDT market. You can now be searching, scrolling through, or you can use the search icon and still type it. Mana. You find it there. You now see the charts, and then you click on long. We are not doing derivative. I think I click the one for derivative. Mana, sports. There's the second one. Click on buy. If you see where they wrote long and short, that is futures. Don't click on that one. Use the one that they wrote sports. Do you understand? So this is just where you trade. So like I said, I'm repeating this for emphasis. First process is you can either use the search icon at the homepage type the asset you're looking for. Say I'm looking for Ethereum. We find the Ethereum slash USDT pair. We're looking for the spot. This is Ethereum slash USDT. Ethereum right now is $4,020. That's about 1 million or so. You now click on buy. The second way you can do it is by visiting the markets, be scrolling, and then you find Ethereum. You can see Ethereum here. The same thing. You now click. So these two means still achieve the same purpose. Do you understand? If you have been following up to this point, indicate with I understand. Please write on. If you've been following up to this point, indicate in the chat section with I understand. Please write on. If you've been following up to this point, indicate in the chat box with I understand. Please write on. If you've been following up to this point, indicate in the chat box with I understand. Please write on. Great, great, great. I've seen enough responses. Ensure you are engaging so I can actually know if you are understanding or not. So it seems everybody's together. So let's flow, let's flow. Now, I mentioned this when I was using the slide to explain that this page you are looking at now is the home page, is the main thing where the real deal happens. This is the where the main exchange is. This place they wrote sports. Some just write trade, but know that it refers to sports. Then the next place where you see where they wrote derivative is also for trading, but it's futures. So some exchanges write derivatives or futures. Then this one, some just write trade or they write sports. We are all interested in what? Sports. Now, you must first of all have deposited, like I said, to be able to trade. You must first of all have deposited to be able to trade. And I've just told you the process of depositing. You either buy from P2P, from other platforms. Bybit doesn't have P2P. So you either buy from P2P on other platforms, then send it to Bybit, deposit it to Bybit, or if you already have crypto on other exchanges, that is those crypto that are supported on this exchange. You cannot have something, for instance, say they don't have, I don't think they have, do they have BNB? Let's see. Let's try to deposit and search for BNB. They don't have BNB. So if you have BNB in another exchange, you have to trade the BNB for a token which they support. That is basically why I told you that I usually use USDT, because USDT is universal. It's supported on every exchange. So I either use USDT, Ripple, or just USDT and Ripple most of the time to deposit on across various exchanges. So if you have any token which you want to deposit, ensure you deposit only the one that is supported. And in order not to stress yourself, just deposit USDT. BTC, depositing BTC, they're going to charge you higher if you're withdrawing. The same thing applies to Ethereum. So I use USDT most of the time, and TRC20 especially. So if you're asking what are you depositing on Bybit, I will tell you to deposit USDT, then use the USDT to buy whichever token you want. So back to what we are doing. Click on sports. This is Ethereum. So imagine I want to buy Ethereum. Now, this place now, let me cancel this so you can see what they wrote there. This order price is just what I told you. The first thing you will see is the price. Then second thing is the quantity or the amount. So this order price means how much, what is the price of one. Then the quantity means how many do you want to buy. It's just like I said, the price of one bucket of orange is 1,000. Then you want to buy one bucket of orange. So here, you type 1,000 as the price of one bucket of orange. Then quantity, you now write just one. Do you understand? You now see the total price finally that you pay is 1,000 USDT, because the price is 1,000 for per one and you are buying just one. Say the price is 1,000 and you are buying five. What will be your order value? Your order value is going to, say you are buying five, not two. Your order value is going to be 5,000, because the price of one is 1,000. Why the price of five will now be 1,000 times 5? Do you understand? Instead of doing all this, you can use your wallet balance. My wallet balance not even reach anywhere. It's just 900. It's just 99 that I deposited here for a test. So remember, like I told you, we have the limit order, we have the market order or the conditional. Let's choose market. What you are going to use to buy this thing is market order, because that's the easiest one. You want it executed right now. So obviously, with the market order, you don't set the price. Let me show you the difference now. Look at limits. In limit, you can set the price at which you want to buy at. Now, if you look at the top, the right hand corner, where you can see in red, they wrote 4033.25. That's $4,033. That's the price of one Ethereum. If I want to buy Ethereum lower, what do I do? Say I want to buy Ethereum at $4,000. This is limit order I'm trying to explain now in practical session. Make sure you are following and you are taking down notes. So if you want to set a limit order, what do? Ethereum is 4,033, and I want to buy Ethereum when it falls down to just 4,000. So I will set a limit order to buy one Ethereum at 4,000. What's the quantity of Ethereum I can buy? I can buy one Ethereum at 4,000. I can buy 0.5, which is $2,000. I can buy any amount. But instead of calculating the quantity of Ethereum you want to buy, you can just use the slide. This is 25%, the first one. Second, this is 25%. Second one is 50%. Next one is 75%. And last one is 100%. So if I choose 100%, I'm using all my dollars, $99 that I have in my wallet, to buy Ethereum at 4,000 per one. And how many Ethereum am I going to get? I'm just going to get 0.024 Ethereum. Do you understand? I'm going to get 0.024 Ethereum when Ethereum, I buy it at $4,000. But imagine I'm buying it at today's price, which is 4,032. 4,032. How many Ethereum am I going to get? 4,032. If I slide this to 100%, I'm going to get 0.02472. So instead of typing the amount manually, you just use the slide. This one is even easy. Most exchanges just have 25, 50, 75, and 100. This one you can select. That's one thing I like about Bybit. They do the little things so that they will be sweet. So you can select this and slide it. Even 35, 40. That is an increment of 55. So if I want to use 65% of my balance, that will give me $64. That's $64 out of 99, 65%. If I'm using 75%, it's $74. If I'm using, how many percent? If I'm using 80%, that's $79 from 99, which is my available balance. If I use 100%, that's my entire $99. That is exactly how it is. You now click on buy. So it will now buy Ethereum at this price, but we want to put an order at $4,000. We want to buy it at $4,000. So let's use 100% still. 100% of my balance. Click on buy. So it will now show you a confirmation page. It is telling you that you want to buy Ethereum at a price of 4,000. Now the price is what? 4,037. But you want to buy at 4,000. Then they are telling you that the quantity of Ethereum you will get at $4,000 with this your small $99 is just 0.02491 Ethereum. Do you want to continue or not? You click on buy. Boom. The order is created. Look at it now. Look at these orders. This underneath, this place they wrote orders. You can see Ethereum USDT. You can see where they wrote buy. Active. The order is active. It's not yet filled. You can see the order price. The price at which I'm buying at is $4,000. Filled or total quantity. Filled means how many of it have you bought? Zero has been bought because Ethereum has not fallen down to 4,000. So whenever Ethereum falls to $4,000, it's going to buy. So this is how it's going to remain forever. That's the beauty of what? That's the beauty of sports trading. So whenever the market gets to that level, you're buying. Shikina, do you understand? Now that is sports. So let's cancel this order. I don't want to buy Ethereum. You can cancel your order. So it's cancelled. Let's look at another token. Let's practicalize again on trying to buy another token. Say we want to buy Mana. Remember, you have perpetual and sports. Make sure you're always going with sports. We are buying. So what's the price? The current price of Mana is 3.38. Now we want to buy at 3.30. Quantity of Mana, you can type 1 Mana, 2 Mana, like that. But we are using the slide. So say we want to buy with all our money, 100%, we have $99. So how many Mana are we going to get with $99? If we are buying at the price of 3.3, we're going to get 30 Mana, 30.20. So you click on buy. It shows you the confirmation page. This is easy to understand. You click on buy mana. So whenever price gets to 3.3, our order is going to be executed. So you see our order is not executed immediately. Do you understand? The order is not executed immediately. That's the beauty of what spot trading, of limit order instead. Let's see, what can we let's just buy and then so that's buying. In the case of selling, the same thing applies. Now mana is 3.3 and I want to sell at 4. Imagine I have mana, I want to sell at $4 instead. So they will now ask you, how many dollars do you want to sell? The available balance of mana I have is 0 mana, as you can see. So it will not even go. If I click the slide, nothing will happen. But imagine I have 10 mana, for instance. If I'm selling it at a price of $4 per mana and I have 10, that's a total of what? $40. I'm making cool cash, $40. If you just click on sell mana, it's still going to go to the pending orders there like it did before. But in this case, it's not going to go through because I don't have mana. Do you understand? That is the how to buy and sell using what? Limit order. If you are following, I want you to type, show me some indication that you are following. Okay, see what you type now in the comment section. Indicate I understand limit order very well. Indicate in the comment section that I understand limit order very well now. If you've been following up to this point and everything I've done on limit order, this practical is clear. If you've been following on this limit order explanation, type in the comment section that I understand limit order very well now. As I mentioned, if you are watching this video after this live stream ends, if you want to see the comments, you don't click on the normal comments, but you click on live chats. That's where you are going to see the comments as they are being dropped. So if you're watching this video for the second time after the class have ended, make sure you click on live chats, not the main comment. Awesome. I can see lots of responses. It shows that you all are very good and bright students. You are following very well. The goal of GIDA is being achieved. So now let's use market order. If you click on market order, okay, let's take what are the key things that you can see from this now. The key things you can see on this limit order is first, you have the place. Let's clean this so you can see what they write there. Order price. First place you have is to set your order price. Second thing is the quantity. Now, this is only in limit order because in limit order you can set the price at which you want to buy. But in market order, there is no place for you to set the quantity. Just the amount, there's no place for you to set the price you want to buy at. Just the quantity of things you want to buy. Do you understand? So if you click on market now, you see that they have removed the box to set the price. You've seen they have removed the box to set the price. So all you basically have to do now is slide your stuff to how many of your balance you want to use. If you use 100%, it means you want to use your $99 and buy at the current market price. So it will buy for you at 3.38. Do you understand? It will buy for you at 3.38. If you are choosing 50%, if you choose 50%, it will use half of your money. You can see 99. Let's do this practical calculator. Have a balance of $99. $99 divided by 2. That's 50% of it is 49 point something. That is what you are seeing here. When you choose 50%, my total balance is 99. 50% is what? 49 point something. That is it. If you click buy now, you should just buy it ASAP at this current market price of 3.38. Do you understand? So that is market order, is the easiest thing, and this is what you are going to use. When you deposit your $10 or at least $10, make sure you deposit at least $10 after this class. Make sure you watch this video again. After this class ends, watch this video for the second time and proceed to make your deposit this night. Tomorrow, we are going to have another practical session in the WhatsApp group where you are all going to post your screenshots of what you've done. So make sure you deposit at least $10. You can deposit 100, 200, anything is fine. Deposit at least $10 and buy mana. And as you are buying it, be showing me screenshot. Take screenshots of it. They're going to submit them to me tomorrow. So you click on market and then you buy. Now let's look at the last order type, conditional. Conditional is just like OCO. Like I told you, they have various names they call it. So this is your trigger price. Awesome. Bybit is awesome. Remember I told you that in OCO, it is okay. I think this conditioner is for stop loss. It's either for stop loss or OCO. But the beautiful thing is that here, this plays a role limit. You can choose it and choose between limit and market. I told you some exchanges. I told you some exchanges use stop limits or stop market only. But on Bybit, you can choose. They give you the two options to use any one. Awesome. This is awesome. Binance, I think let's what does Binance have? And you try to use the stop loss order. So if you click on trades, this is just limit market stop limit. Okay, for the stop loss, it's just stop limit. You cannot choose anyone. It's stop limit directly. Stop. How this guy is teaching me these things. So I talked about stop limits, where you set the stop price, which is the price you want it to trigger at. Then the limit price you actually want to sell at. That's stop limit. If you watch yesterday's class, you will understand the concept of stop loss very well. If you don't understand it, make sure you rewatch yesterday's class again. So Binance just has stop limit. Why Bybit has both stop limit and stop markets. So first, you set your trigger price, okay? So say you want to buy this coin. You want to buy this coin. The current price is 3.38, okay? So our trigger price is what? Say you've bought it already. Now, let's say we are trying to sell. The most times I use stop limit order is during selling, because in buying, I use market order most of the time, except I do TA and certain criteria I come in. That's when I use limit. But now I'm trying to sell this token. What do? I first set the trigger price, then I now set the what? The stop price. Are you getting it? The trigger price is your stop price. That's the price you want this thing to trigger, that activate this thing, activate the selling to sell on loss for me. Now, the current price is, let's use something that has a just one sweet and smooth price. This one has $14. Let's use real. So let's sell. So we're using conditional in this case. So the current price of real is $14. Say we bought real at $14 directly. Okay, we've already bought. Now we are trying to sell. This is the most time I use it when selling. So we've bought this thing at $14. Now, what should happen is that if the market keep dumping, we want to limit our losses. You want to what? Limit our losses. That's the essence of stop loss. We are trying to limit our losses. So after buying at $14, what happens is that instead of this thing to keep falling and falling and falling and now fall even down to $5, we want to get out when the thing falls to 12. Our mind is telling us if this thing falls to 12, then it now falls to 10. This thing will keep falling forever. So what should we do? We now set 12 as our trigger price. That if the price falls and falls and falls and falls to 12, trigger that something should happen. And what is that thing that should happen? Is either it should sell off immediately at that $12, or we still believe that this thing, if it touches that $12, there's possibility that it can still start rising up again. There is possibility it can still start rising. So what do? We still shift the price away. That is bringing it down to $10. If you attended the class yesterday, you will understand what I'm saying clearly about stop loss. We have stop market and then we have stop limits. With stop market, if it triggers, you are saying sell off at the next market price. Then with stop limit, if it triggers, you are also going to specify the different price you want it to sell at. Do you understand? So in this case, we've bought at 14, assuming, okay, we've bought at 14. Now, let's put our trigger price as $12. You now put 12 there. Choose what? Market. Choose what? Market. So we are saying if this thing hits $12, if this thing hits $12, if it falls from 14 that we bought it to $12, it should sell off at the next market price. That's where you now have stop what? Market. Quantity, how many of the real should it sell? Imagine we bought 100 real, we now type 100. Instead of typing quantity, we can just slide our slider, but we have nothing there. You can also type the quantity. Say we bought 100 real. 100 real, if it sells for 100 for us at $12, that's going to be what? $1,200. 12 times 100 is 1,002. So what we're going to get is 1,002 if it sells off at the market price. So that is stop market. The converse scenario is stop limits. So with stop limit, it doesn't sell for you at the last traded price. That's the market price after it hits your trigger price. What it does, let's choose stop limit. Cancel everything. Now, in the case of stop limit, you first of all set your stop price or your trigger price. Our trigger price is what? $12. $12. We type it there. So we are saying that if this thing hits $12, trigger that you want to sell. But the price you should now go and sell at is when the thing keep falling from 12 and now falls to 11 and now falls to 10. Sell off at 10. You can now set your order price at $10. Do you understand? So you have your trigger price and then you have your limit price, even lower than your stop price. So when it hits your trigger price, it triggers that, oh boy, if you just touch 12, trigger that you will sell. Then the price you will sell at finally is when this thing keeps falling and hits 10. Sell off then. That means if you just hit that 10, it means you are very sure that the thing will keep falling from 10, 4 to 9, 4 to 8 to 7, down to even 5. Do you understand? So you have the option to choose the either stop limit or stop market. Most people use stop market. Those that use stop limit are those that are sure that at times this thing will keep falling and falling. When you now hit your trigger price, after hitting that trigger price, if you are decided to use stop market, it will sell for you. And now immediately after, it will start going back up. So what they do is mostly set the trigger price, then shift the limit price away from it, such that if you hit the trigger price, if it can be coming down, but it will not even reach that limit price, and the thing starts going back up. Do you understand? So this is the stop limit and stop. This is just the stop loss order. Do you understand? So we have three other types on this. You have the limit, market, and conditional. Limit is well explained, market is well explained, conditional is well explained. They don't have OCO. Not every exchange has it. As I told you, it's a new feature that came on board. But even this thing of having the conditional order, that is having both limit and market, is something awesome. Do you understand this concept now of stop loss order? Do you understand this concept now of stop loss order? If you understand everything I've just explained clearly about the stop loss order, the two types of them, indicate in the chat box with I understand stop loss order. Please write on. If you understand everything I've explained clearly about the stop loss order, indicate in the comment section with I understand stop loss order. Please write on. If you understand everything I've just explained about stop loss order clearly, indicate in the comment section with I understand stop loss order. Please write on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm seeing your responses. If you this is not clear to you, you have to go and rewatch yesterday's video that talks about stop loss order in details. This is just an addition or practical session of what was done yesterday. So if you don't understand it clearly, you have to rewatch yesterday's video to understand what stop loss order is, because it was clearly explained there. Then you now rewatch this today's class video, then you will get it clear. Do you understand? So that is it basically. So what you are expected to do now is, on any exchange you visit, any exchange at all, but we are specific on Bybit because that's the the exchange we are using for this class. Ensure you do this practical, I'm telling you now, because you are going to submit it. When you visit any exchange, first thing you do is click on your assets or fund as they call it. Click on deposit. Deposit the assets they want. Let me just log into my Huobi account and try to deposit. Just give me a minute. If you understand everything explained about stop loss order, please indicate in the comment section with I understand stop loss order. Please write on. I'm seeing some responses already, but you can still do better. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The responses are coming in. Just a minute. Let me log into my Huobi. All right, we're here. So I'm logged into my hobby account. Now, like I said, what you should do on any exchange, the interface is basically the same. You have the home, the market, trades, and etc. So what you're looking for is the wallet section. When you visit the wallet section, you are obviously trying to either deposit or withdraw. So I have some USDT here. So you are withdrawing. So you are withdrawing USDT. Say choose coins that are withdrawable. You now search for the coin USD Theta. You have various chains which you can withdraw. Like I told you before, you have ERC20, TRC20, HECO chain, and make sure what you are looking at is what the fees for ERC20. You can see the fees that they are going to charge. If I withdraw through ERC20, where they wrote fees, you can see $24. I'm going to charge $24. So imagine you are withdrawing $10 and you now choose ERC20. Your money goes for vanishing. So you have TRC20, which is the most common. The fees on hold before withdrawing to RC20 is zero. On most exchanges, they charge just $1. So what you basically do on Bybit is you click on deposits, search for USDT, ERC, TRC20, copy the address, go to your hobby account, paste the withdrawal address there, type in the amounts. So I have a valuable balance of just 6,000. So let's say we are withdrawing 200. Now click on withdraw. I'm just doing this process again so persons can actually understand. Check it, and you are good to go. Put your email, they will send you email code. Obviously, you sign up with an email, then your Google Authenticator for extra security in case you've added it. So that is that on how to deposit and withdraw. Now, one reason why I asked you to also use Bybit for this class is, you know, Bybit is offering a $30 bonus when you sign up on the exchange. That is, the bonus can actually be used to trade. Most exchanges that offer you sign up bonus, they don't allow you to use it to trade. You only use it to pay for trading fees. But Bybit is actually running this promotion right now. I reached out to the lead for Nigeria, and as I'm offering this crypto knowledge, they are also trying to support. So using this my special link, if you sign up using this special link, you get a $30 bonus, and the bonus is going to be given to you when the promotion ends. So the promotion is ending this December, I think. That is at least between 7 to 14 days. When the campaign ends, you're going to get it. Normally crypto exchanges don't offer you anything. You're just going there to buy and sell. That's the essence of you coming on board to the crypto thing. So you don't expect them to offer you any bonus for doing anything, but you just use your own fund. But Bybit is offering you $30 if you sign up using my special link, because I spoke with them, as I'm trying to offer free knowledge so we can also even do better things. So that is it. So ensure you sign up and wait, or the bonus will be given to you by the end of the promotion, at least 7 to 14 days after the campaign ends. So we give them thumbs up and kudos for that kind gesture, trying to support persons. So you can actually use the bonus to trade, and whatever profit you make from it is good money. Do you understand? So I will stop sharing my screen in a minute. What other thing is there to explain? Okay, futures. Futures is not something we explain here. It's actually more advanced, but understand what I said. Like futures, is something you make money. You make more money with, but it takes a good amount of risk. This is something you learn in any of our advanced classes. So you can take a course with us and learn how to trade futures in any of those courses. Sports is where you should stay in for now. Stay in sports until you understand everything regarding crypto before you now diverge to futures. Don't venture into futures until you have enough knowledge. Until you have enough knowledge, you pay for a course and learn that one carefully. Don't just venture into futures, else your money is going to go for vanishing, as people say. So this is exactly what there is to the practical. Now, what are you expected to do today? What you're expected to do by the end of this class is this: the Bybit account you've created, you log into it, deposit to it. Deposit at least $10. At least $10 doesn't mean only $10. Deposit $10 and buy mana. That token I was practicalizing on. Buy mana. So you buy that token, is a gaming token. Is a metaverse token rather. All market is currently on deep, so it's the best time to buy. So you buy mana, And then while you are buying, take screenshots of the process. Use either limit or market, anyone is fine, but it's best to use market order so you understand the process. Use market order, buy it, and make sure you take screenshots of it. What I want you to do now, this is what you are going to submit for me tomorrow. Tomorrow we will not have the live class, but we are going to have the session on WhatsApp, the same practical session. But in the practical session, you will now be the ones to do the practical, and then you'll be posting screenshot. I will ask you I'll just give it like a classwork. You are going to do this, then I will ask you to submit your screenshots in each of the groups you belong to. Ensure you participate in this. If you don't belong to a group, ensure you join a group. Miracle, if you are here, please drop the group link in the comment section right now so they can join any of the groups that have some free slots. Let everybody join in. Miracle, if you are here, you know, drop the group link to any of the groups that is currently free. So if you are not in any of the WhatsApp groups, you join in. So you are going to do the practical tomorrow, and we are going to continue the class the day after. Day after tomorrow is Sunday. How is it going to go? Do we hold a class on Sunday? Let's I think we can leave it. Let's have the class on Sunday. Let's have the class on Sunday. So day after tomorrow, we'll now continue the session. Okay. So tomorrow, like I said, it's practical session again. Practical session again. But in this case, all of you are going to do the practical directly and then submit screenshots. So I will attest the fact that you've done it. I'm going to track everybody to ensure that you are actually making progress. So ensure you participate in this active you know test. Make sure you do this test. Make sure you do this test. It's very, very important that you practicalize. And at the end of it, if I find out you do not do the test, we're going to evict you from the groups if you belong to any of the groups, because it's meant for people that are ready for growth. So ensure that you participate in this. Okay. For the class to hold on Sunday, if you are in for the class on Sunday, please indicate in the chat box so I can take a quick poll and know if we'll hold the class on Sunday. Same time, 8:30 p.m. If you are in for the class to hold on Sunday, notify in the class in the comment section. And if the class wouldn't hold on Sunday as well, notify in the comment section so we can actually just make a quick plan towards that. Miracle, drop the link to the group link. So if you are watching this video again, ensure you join the group link if you are not there. Okay, everybody said Sunday is fine. Okay, normal time. We'll have the class on Sunday. We'll have the class on Sunday. So 8:30 normal time. We're going to have the live session, and probably that will be the last one. So ensure you submit your recordings, your screenshots when you do this practical. Tomorrow you're going to do that in the WhatsApp group, and make sure you actually practicalize. Come back and watch this video at the end of this session. Watch it again. Watch the 3 videos actually, especially yesterday's one, which was the technical aspect that was well broken down. Ensure you watch yesterday's class again, then we'll rewatch this today's video so you understand it clearly, and make sure you practicalize. As they say, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So ensure you practicalize so you actually understand it. You rewatch the video, and if you've not liked this video, give us a like on the video as it's ongoing, and subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. So I think with this, we've come to an end of today's session. Do have a great night, everyone, and ensure you give us a nice and sweet review on your social media if you participated in this class and you got value. Good night, and see you tomorrow on any of the WhatsApp groups. Miracle, you can drop the comments in the main chat section after I'm done with the class.